Anybody there? Is that just me? Hello, good morning. See if there's any troops I can donate. Doesn't look like it. Lots of people wanting to join. So, I've got excellent stream health. Happy about that. Go over to my main village. Request some troops. Been using miners and minions for farming. And I'm going to be just checking out our war today. We've got a 15 versus 15. Cactusss 2, that's us, versus All In. Captain Underpants. He's new. So, just going to do a little bit more setup, and then we'll be going. And I wonder when somebody's gonna join. Hello, welcome to the stream. So, just doing some war action here today, and gonna be doing some individual attacks as well in between. So, gonna start and check out our war log. Here we go, Cactusss 2. Check out our war log. We're on a 4-win streak, and we had a 2-losser right after a 23 in a row. But, so we're on board to start off another hot streak. And let's see how we're doing so far. Pretty good. 11 attacks in, almost halfway. Let's check out our events. Ooh. Let's check out CS Low. So I'm gonna just kind of go through the replays in order here. Hang on a moment. Let me just check out. So CS Low is a Town Hall 7. So if he's attacking a Town Hall 9, I guess I'm not surprised. He's getting a 15%, but we'll watch it anyway. Just for fun, we can do 2x speed on this. Oh boy, he's gonna he's gonna get crushed. I guess we knew that, but Town Hall 7 attacking up ×2. Look at those old wizards. I've forgotten the days when they were so light blue. I like my wizards red. Four hogs. Well, that was about as much as you could expect from one attacking up 2 Town Hall levels, but good to see that he's getting his attack in early. That's what we like to see from our bases in our lower register. So next up, Dimitri. 95% close. I'm excited to watch this one because Dimitri uses a tactic that I've entrepreneured myself that uses baby dragons and hogs and bowlers and a queen walk. So let's see how he does with it. Basically, my concept when I was designing this attack was to let the queen take out as many air defenses as possible with the help of bowlers. We've got a lot of healers, 6 healers, 4 on the queen, 2 on a golem, and lots of rage spells. Now the big idea with the rage spells is so that when you have healers, bringing heal spells is kind of like hard to justify because the rage, if you rage your healers, then you've got rage and you've got heal. So might as well utilize that synergy. Now, that sweeper really helped him out here because these air defenses are rather well placed as far as defending against queen walks go. So personally, if I had been Dimitri, I think I might have went for another base, although I haven't scouted all the bases. So the golem goes in with the bowlers and just trying to get out as much as we can, and it took way too long to get those 2 air defenses down, so that did a number on his healers. He's only got 1 healer now. I should like to have 6 healers still at this point. Oftentimes I don't even bring a jump spell. I just bring I guess I bring 4 rage spells and a heal. The 1 heal I do bring, I bring for my pack of hogs, which when Dimitri does his attack, he sends his hogs in a little bit earlier than I like. When I was designing this attack strategy, the hogs were basically after you've got about half the base cleared, you send in your pack of hogs through the backside so that you can take out the remaining expo. So this was an attack that was designed for Town Hall 9. I'm a Town Hall 10. And basically, it's not really designed for Inferno Towers, although I have since upgraded to Town Hall 10, and I've been using a similar strategy at Town Hall 10 with pretty good results. You can get a 2-star for sure easily, but that's generally pretty easy to do regardless. So but nice attempt, Dimitri. See what happened next. We got 3-starred. So, balloons and lava hounds, another one of my favorite strategies. Now, Flatus, our guy here, this is a terrible base because all the air defenses are clumped together in the center. And whenever I see that, that's a big weakness, and I think right away, loons, hounds, and Valkyries, which their attacker didn't use any Valkyries, so I think that, I mean, despite the fact that he 3-starred here, I think that he could have done it better. And I suppose if he was able to draw that clan castle defensive troops, then, you know, that really makes air attacks much easier. Yeah, he just walloped that. He just crushed that base. Still, when they're all clumped together in the center, that's a great opportunity to use Valkyries. So you send in, you do some clearing on a corner, any corner, and you jump in Valkyries right there with a golem. Put a heal spell or two and a rage in there, and obviously they're going to decimate the core. All the air defenses are going to go kaput, and then you've got the rest of the base with a ton of loons, like, I don't know, 15 loons, I think, at Town Hall 9, depending on how many Valkyries you bring. So that is a but that's how I would do it. Still, Mr. 13 here, number Go, did a solid job. He brought a fair amount of minions. I'm not sure if I'd do that. His minions are only level 3. Saloons are level 6. So, it's nice to have the opportunity to put some minions down on buildings in the corner. But he didn't do that. So, you know, why bring the minions if you're not going to do that? Still, solid 3 against Flatus. Burning Beard, one of our Town Hall 10s, going after, I can only presume, one of their Town Hall 10s. 88%, that's some solid damage for a 10. So let's check out what he does. Mass bowlers. And he goes with a set of earthquake spells and a jump spell. That, so this is pretty much a Town Hall 10, or 9.5, excuse me. There's no Inferno Towers. Use a jump spell on the outside. I think that's really not worth it. 4 wall breakers are much cheaper than a spell space, and he's not getting any further penetration because he used the earthquake there, and it didn't look like a misdrop. If Beard was watching this, I'd say use 2 wall breakers there. Use the jump on the back end if you're going to use a jump. So he now is or use an extra heal. That could have really helped out those bowlers there that just got walloped by that giant bomb. Yeah, no choice really there. Had to use that ability or she was going to go down. It's like She just barely gets that expo. Yeah, Beard, I'd say ditch that jump spell on the outside like that. That was not helpful. And as far as jump with Earthquake, I've seen it work sometimes, but I just don't understand it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, that's over half your spells. And if you're bringing so many healers, if you're bringing rages, then not only you can keep your troops raged, but you can also keep everything healed up as well. So I would not be using that jump spell. Speed this up along. We pretty much know what's gonna happen here. So we got a pretty high percent, but against 9.5, I'm sure he was hoping for a 3-star, because I'd certainly be hoping for a 3-star. No Infernal Towers, cannons and archers upgraded, and looks like mortars were upgraded too. Yep. And I think poison would have helped that out a lot as well. Alright, what's next? Another attack by CS Low. So good to see him getting his attacks in early, but it's really frustrating when you're a Town Hall 7 and you get matched with a clan that has nothing below Town Hall 9. I can only imagine that's really kind of infuriating. But hey, he gets an excuse to attack up, get a star, and get way more war loots than he would have otherwise. So I guess I can't complain about that. Dragon attack. Generally, dragons are great. At least mass dragons is a great strategy at Town Hall 8, and it just doesn't work so well at Town Hall 9. And sure, he's only a Town Hall 7, but just commenting on it anyways. When you get to Town Hall 9, you gotta do some other things. And because of that, I tried to discourage mass dragons at Town Hall 7 and Town Hall 8. There are a ton of really awesome strategies at Town Hall 8. And in fact, Town Hall 8 is one of my favorite Town Hall levels in terms of gameplay goes. Looks like he should have tried the old Giants and Wizards like his last attack. Maybe have gotten a star. So I'll have to recant, because he's not getting any war loot for this one, despite using all his spells and an army of dragons. So that's definitely frustrating. I feel your pain, CSO. I guess he is upgrading to Town Hall 8 as we speak. But that wouldn't help him much in this war. So I'll just fast forward this. Yep, 46. Nice try, Slow. Hopefully next war will be a little bit better matchup for you. Voltric. So this is a new member that I haven't seen any of his attacks yet. So he goes after number 6, which had been previously hit. I'm not sure why he did that. Got a 56% on it, so that probably means either he made a really rare mistake or he shouldn't have been going that high. Actually, 30-30 heroes. Yeah, he should be 3-starring that. Let me take a look at his base. He's a Town Hall 10. A pretty solid Town Hall 9.5, I'd say. 30-30 heroes. So, yeah, level 2 bowlers. Level 3 hounds. 30-30 heroes. Well, for that profile, I would say hitting a 9.5 on the other side was very reasonable and should be expecting a 3-star. So, yeah, well, he's going air, and sometimes those go south real fast and end up with squat. So, let's see. Now, he does something there with a funnel that is not worth it, and also using a jump spell on the rim. I don't like that. He could have gotten way into the core with 4 wall breakers and a jump spell. He could have gotten all the way to the town hall, which would have gotten him at least another air defense. And now his troops are stuck. He didn't even take down the CC. So that's what happened as far as not getting any much more than a 50%. That's real tough to do good when there's a dragon defensive on the loose. So I'm just gonna go back and watch that again. And I wish we could do half speed on some of these. But look what he does. This gold and these barracks, he takes out with wizards. Alright, that's not necessary. His heroes and his bowlers are going to take out those buildings. And if anything, taking those buildings out creates an inverse funnel, because you've got buildings like you had over here and over here, and he used so many wizards that he was able to get that whole row out. But his queen didn't go, and that's why he didn't get the CC troops killed, and that's why this attack went so south. So really, just with adjusting some funneling basics. Hey, Jace Cotter, welcome to the stream. Just me and you, bro. Despite that, I was just here talking to myself, giving one of my clanmates some advice on funneling. Jace, you don't play Clash of Clans, do you? Let me know if you do. So anyhow, Voltric could have really, I mean, just by making a minor tweak of one fundamental tactic, he could have possibly gotten a 3-star instead of a, yes, just me and you. Quinny and Chasey sitting in a tree. Llama, Town Hall 9, going in, gets an 88%, so yeah, this is, well, I play on Android. Little Golem, Valkyries, and P.E.K.K.A. So again, he did the same thing with his wizards, taking out these external buildings there, which clearly the Valkyries and the bowlers would have destroyed. Jace, I'm streaming this with a YouTube gaming app. So I've downloaded that on my phone, and I enter the gaming app, and that is linked to our channel. So I just basically press stream, and it asks me what application, and I choose Clash, and then I get going. And the camera is automatic, uses my front cam on my phone. It's got a couple options. I can turn on if I want to use an external mic, which I might be doing in the future. And there's some other settings too. You can use different tones. I like black and white. Well, to be honest with you, this is a really fun game, but it is a plunge for sure, and it is really addictive, and I do not blame somebody for not downloading this to avoid the time investment, because I've probably been playing this game for, I don't know, 3 years, and I'm still not maxed out, and I've decided that I'm never going to max out. Hey, Genoa, Barrett, welcome. I think you might have left already, though. Come again. That's right. I like the black and white. It makes the fan spinning in the background look super cool. Looks like Jesus. So I'll play that again and watch what he does with... He's got 12 wizards. I never bring probably above 4 wizards. Hey, Everyday John, how's it going? So wizards take up 4 troop spaces. So 4 wizards, that's only 16 spaces. 12 wizards, that's 48 spaces. So that's a huge difference. That's like you could bring another golem for all those wizards there. And you only need 4 wizards, but if you play them like this and just wall spam them to get rid of all those external... yeah, just a moment, Genoa. But I'll show you my base. But if you spam those wall wizards, then you're going to use more than you need, and you're going to take out buildings that you didn't have to. Like I was saying, Volks and Bowlers and Pekka go down right here. They'd take these out, no problem. And if you don't use Wiz on those, it actually helps your funnel. So I see this happen, like 80% of players do that. And funneling is like the most basic tactic, and like 80% of people don't do it well. So, yeah, I like risotto. Give me a nice place with some fine risotto. Alright, well, I'm gonna go and show you my base here, as that was requested. But basically just going through some more attacks, and I'm gonna do some farming once I get some troops. But here's my base. Genoa, I'm a Town Hall 10, 9.5, really, I don't have any Inferno Towers. Who are you? You're Jace Carter. So no Inferno Towers, and as far as my troops and heroes go, I've got 32 King, 37 Queen, although that's about to change. Thanks, Genoa. So I've got my King going to 33 in a day. My Queen I also just put down last night, so she'll be at 38, and I'll gem her because that is one thing that using gems is good for, finishing your Queen. And if you think about total time for hero upgrades, gemming the Queen to finish is you never met him. You've never met Jace? I'm surprised. He's all over our streams. I not so sure, Jace. This is because I haven't played Age of Empires, and I think basically Clash of Clans is a tower defense game. You have defensive units that you can place wherever you want, and oh, me, yeah. Well, welcome, Everyday John. I'm Quinn. I've done one live stream before on the channel, and I've done a few Let's Plays. Everything has been with Clash so far. But I've known Sjotyme since early high school, and I've started doing the Final Fantasy Let's Play series with them back in 2016. So I've just kind of been slowly growing in terms of involvement with the channel since then. Oh yeah, Genoa? Well, I have lots of experience with international nomenclature. So I like to think I'm a decent pronunciator. So, like I was saying, Jace is basic tower defense. So you can attack, and their server matches you with the player, and whatever that defensive player is, you go against their base with an army that you train. So here, you can train troops. There's a bunch of different troops. There's different spells. And when you go into a battle, you push the screen. You just touch it where you want the troops to go down. And after that, it's artificial intelligence. So they just go to the nearest building, essentially. Although there are some extra things like, like giants will target defenses only, whereas a barbarian just attacks anything that's nearby. So, we'll go through an example. What's really cool about Clash of Clans is that you've got a clan with about maximum of 50 members. So these are all the members in my clan, and there's a chat, you get to know them. But what's really fun is war. So you can go to war against another clan. So here's my clan. We've got 15 active in this war. Oh, excuse me, this is the enemy clan, and then this is my clan. So basically everybody gets 2 attacks, and you go in. Oh, I'm your friend, Genoa. I'm your friend. Everybody gets 2 attacks, and they go in, choose whatever base they wish to attack, and then they attack. So, but I'm a spectator, so I'm not doing it. And whichever team gets more stars wins the war. You get loot if you win war, and you get, a sense of, damn right, we just won that war. Eric, I'll win this war for you. Give me a sword. Yeah, you gotta watch out for Asian clans. Sometimes those are the ones that just, really tough. So far, doing up not super great, as we have only 1 3-star so far. So that's not okay. Let's see some live action. Okay, their number 1 base attacking a number 2. So this is really important, what happens in the top. So he's going with an air attack. He's got maxed heroes, and he just kind of does a wall spam, which is not very good tactics as far as I'm concerned, but I'm not Town Hall 11, so maybe it's different once you have the Grand Warden. So this is one of the reasons why personally I'm not going to go to Town Hall 11, because it's so much going on, you can't hardly even see what's happening. Hey Akash, thanks for coming to the stream. Just doing some live replays here. And this is a live attack against our number 2, and it looks like he's definitely going to get 50%, and his queen is certainly going to be able to get that town hall down, it looks like. So it's going to be a 2-star, which is not too unexpected. Those minions are probably going to rack up some damage, which isn't particularly favorable, but that's okay. Looks like the heroes are going to go down soon. That Inferno Tower is going to get the Queen, I suspect. And we're looking at something like a 70% 2-star. I don't know. Are you, Genoa? Oh, you are. No, you weren't asking. Tell me. Sweet. Yeah, Town Hall 7's good. Is that a second account, or is that your first account, Genoa? Yep, 71%. So that's pretty good against a Town Hall 11, I'd say. So that's not the best to see, but they got a 0 on our number 1, which is huge. Like I said, the attacks against our top 3 bases tend to be very meaningful in terms of what happens in the war. 2 accounts. What's your main account, Genoa? I only asked because I was going to give you some advice going into Town Hall 7 that I wish I had when I was going into Town Hall 7. Okay, so I watched Llama's attack. Let's watch Flatus take on 15. So Flatus is a fairly new Town Hall 9. So let's see how he does. Well, we know how he does. Let's see. Yeah, 20 wizards. This is basically way too many wizards. Seriously, hardly any reason, I would say no reason, to ever go above 7 wizards. And hardly any reason to go above 4 wizards. 20 wizards, they're going to hit a bomb, and then boom, there goes his army. It's over. Oh, nice, Akash. Yeah. Congratulations on that. Are you going to go to Town Hall 11? I wonder. Me? I'm done with it. I just want to play the game and not have to worry about upgrading and farming. And I'm tired of it, so I'm just gonna max out my heroes and play war. That's what I like. Okay, so you got a Town Hall 7 and an 8. So Genoa, what I would say, my personal advice, is that it's all about keeping your heroes upgrading. So even if you, like as your Town Hall 8, if you get your king up to level 10 before your defenses are maxed, or even before your troops are maxed, go to Town Hall 9, just so you can keep upgrading those heroes. Once you go to Town Hall 9, don't build expos right away or upgrade your defenses, because then you're going to really have a poor matchmaking in war. But hey, that's my advice, and I'm sticking to it. You like your clan, Akash? Yes, that's basically what I'm going for, Akash. Or you're talking about your attacks personally? Because if you want to come over to my clan, I can go over that with you. But sounds like you've got tougher troops than I. Basically, I'm going to go through these war attacks and comments on mistakes that I see and what they could improve upon. So we just watched Flatus' first attack. Let's watch what this guy does against Captain Underpants. Captain Underpants is new. So these guys have been doing lots of air attacks. And here he's able to trigger the defensive CC with a loon. So I mean, that's what I would do. So as far as base design goes, anything you can do to isolate that clan castle, which is that building right there, you can see its range. If you can isolate that, put defenses outside that range so you're not able to trigger, like this fella just did. Because with these air attacks, I mean, it's real. It makes it a lot easier if you can trigger the CC and take care of them with your heroes. But this guy's not that good with air attacks, as far as I'm concerned. He just wall spammed his balloons, and I mean, he's got what, like 12 balloons right there? It takes 2 balloon shots to take down a cannon or an archer tower. So if you've got 12 there, 2 of them are doing work and 10 of them are doing absolutely nothing. So what you really want to do with the balloons is drop 2 or 3 at different discrete locations so that they're going to be generally more effective. So this guy lost. He brought 15 minions. I don't think I'd be bringing those minions. He's only got level 3 minions. And sometimes they're nice to take down these outside like builder huts and things like that. So, but he didn't do that. So why bring those minions? Yeah, we take, my clan takes Town Hall 8s and Town Hall 7s. So if you're, I don't know if you're really into your clan or not, but all good, Jace. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy that breakfast. So as far as his troop levels go, I probably would have brought another hound in the clan castle instead of more balloons. So that's what I would do to change this from a 66 to a 3-star. What's next? Okay, so he had a successful defense, Captain Underpants did, and then 2 attacks. Not successful. But let's check him out. You talking about in war, Genoa, or just in like regular multiplayer battles? Because as far as war goes, I mean, if you're losing to Town Hall 9s, or if your Town Hall 7 is losing to Town Hall 8s, then, not much you can do about that. So again, Captain Underpants, he did a better job with his wizards because he left that camp there. He didn't go directly for that camp. He used it to pull his witches in, which is very helpful. I don't know about... I would not be bringing those minions. That was... I don't know. I've never even seen that before, but a little pack of minions to take care. And, yeah, that's one of my complaints with this game, Genoa. I mean, the matchmaking, it's like... Oh, that sucks. A cache, but... Yeah, if you're not super into your clan, you can join ours. It's open. Would be happy to have you. And, as far as what I was saying to Genoa, I mean, like, if you're getting beat by people that have higher town hall levels than you, it's like nothing you can do about that. And that's really stinks when you're playing this game and the matchmaking system gives you a severe disadvantage. And that's just frustrating. It's not competitive and it's not really fun in my opinion. And that's the big issue with the Build-A-Base. But that's a whole nother story. We can talk about the Build-A-Base if you want to. But well, wasn't totally I got a little distracted as far as commenting on this attack by Captain Underpants, but it was kind of a strange troop composition with those minions in there. And other than that, just witches and P.E.K.K.A. and Golem. So that's kind of odd as far as I'm concerned. My clan is dead this morning. I requested troops 45 minutes ago, so that's not a good advertisement for you at Cash, but usually it's real quick. Although we are mostly US, although we've got people from Nepal and India and England and all sorts of places. So there's somebody on all through the night and into the morning, but usually we get troops right off the bat. So let's check out Captain Underpants, his second attack. That's funny, he gets 2 80%. He probably is doing the same attack. Yeah, 12 minions, 4 witches, 8 wizards. This is a weird... So that was not a good... Cool, Akash. Yeah. Chirish 2 with the green shield with white checkers. And you can always just comment in the video when it's up if you want. Or I can look up the clan tag right now after this attack. But that one wizard went down without anything to defend it, so that wasn't the best job in funneling. Those wizards aren't getting much value. That's generally a pretty good funnel though, and I like the jump spell. When I was Town Hall 9 against these quad-core bases, I would like to attack broadside. So have a queen walk, go in one corner, giants or other tanks and power troops going in on the adjacent quarter, and just broad sweep across. Because when you get into the center like that, I mean, that's kind of this base's design. You get in the center, and then you've got 1, 2, 3 corners all bearing down on your troops collected there. And that's a lot of DPS, and it's hard to get past that. So if you go broadside, he would have got this corner and this corner out of the way, and he could have done probably better. So that would be my advice to Captain Underpants for attacking these quad-core bases. I love minions, personally. I mean, I never bring 12 of them, but minions are great for sniping off exterior buildings, and they're really good at that. Sometimes I can take like 5 buildings and maybe even a cannon and a mortar. So yeah, Genoa, we'll take you. I haven't seen your base yet, so I mean, but we're generally more flexible in terms of whether or not a base is rushed. We're more flexible for Town Hall 7s and Town Hall 8s, so be happy to have you. So let me just go take a break from the war log for a moment and go to our clan. So Chai-Rish space 2. And there's our clan tag. I'll put it in chat. Pound 9JYUVVV. So that's our clan tag. And I showed this a little earlier, but we've got a pretty solid war log. Current 4-win streak. We had 2 losses, but before that we had 23 in a row. So we were super excited about that. In fact, the last live stream I did, I think you were there at some point, Akash, but which it was this one against another Asian clan, and that war was so close. The last hour of that was Oh my god, it was like the best hour of war I've had in 3 years, except for one other time when I had totally forgotten about war, and I got off work, and this is just when they had done an update, and they shortened the war timer by like an hour or something like that. So I get off work, I go into my car, and I decide to check out Clash before I go home. And I open it up, I look at the chat, and chat's full, and it's everybody saying, "Where's dude? Where's dude? Come on, dude, where are you?" And I'm like, gosh, why is everybody, I'm like, I'm here. What's going on? And I look at war, and there was 2 minutes left in war. And I had brewed an army earlier that day, and I jammed some spells together. I attacked. I got a 3-star. I finished. I gemmed a whole nother army, got another 3-star, and that took us over, and we won by 1 star. So I was just like, I never gem things, but I gemmed that day, and we won because of it. It was an epic finish to the war. But anyhow, we've got a solid war streak. 23 is our record. Okay. Back to the war log. So we just watched a couple of Captain Underpants attacks. Let's see how Flatus's second attack does. Oh, thanks, Sakash. So again, 20 wizards, not worth it. And by the way, Flatus is new to our clan, so is Captain Underpants. So, I mean, they've got... I would not say that these attacks are descriptive of the abilities of our clan at all. Because that's just what happens. I mean, Go Wipe is... Oh, it's all cool every day, John. I don't mind a lurker. Lurker's a viewer. So, the wizards... I mean, his wizards are... They're still there, so... Lucky they didn't hit that giant bomb, because then they wouldn't be there. And 3 P.E.K.K.A.s clumped together, that's not helping. Actually, I mean, Go Wipe is pretty much a terrible strategy if you're going for 3 stars, which you should be doing. But one thing I found with Go Wipe is that P.E.K.K.A.s, if you just leave them on the outside, like kind of like how this guy's going, if you put 4 wizards behind him, that is a powerful combo. The P.E.K.K.A. does the tanking, and he takes care of the buildings on the outside. The wizards come in from behind, and they snipe down these defenses that the P.E.K.K.A. can't get to. So, I mean, Flatus could try that out. Put a few of those wizards, instead of in one big gigantic clump, put a few of them behind the P.E.K.K.A. and give some support. In general, just dumping troops is a poor strategy. So, I don't know. Don't go dumping. Words of wisdom. Brought to you by Quinn. Okay, Voltric. So, Voltric, he's pretty much a Town Hall 9, although he does have level 2 bowlers and such. So, he's attacking a Town Hall 9 here, and he gets a 3-star, as well he should. Because if you're a Town Hall 10, not 3-starring Town Hall 9s, then you've got something to work on. But again, like, he just took out that camp. There's no reason to do that. His heroes are going to do that, and in fact, they'll help his heroes get funneled in. And his bowlers, for that matter. So, I'm just going to keep saying this through the stream in case people don't hear it, but funneling, that initial funnel, I mean, pretty much 90%, 80-90% of people, they do that. They just spread wizards out along and take out all those buildings. It's a waste of wizards. And it's not a good funnel. It's not even a funnel. It's just taking out a side. If you want to create a funnel, you got to leave buildings like this and this. Don't let your wizards hit those. Your bowlers will get them. Otherwise, your bowlers might get pulled into something way over here, or that builder hut. So, and here, Voltric kind of wall spammed his balloons, which isn't, it wasn't a total wall spam. He kind of backed up his hounds well enough, but he's down all 10, so he darn well should be crushing, and he does. So good for him. Yeah, witches, I've never been that good with witches myself. I want to like witches, but they're tough. I find them tough. So I don't use them very often. But they're super good defensive troop, and if you're getting them in your CC as a Town Hall 7 or Town Hall 8, they're a really good way to deal with defensive CC troops. If you get, like, if there's a dragon there and you get the dragon pulled, drop a witch in the corner and the dragon just hits their skeletons. You drop one wizard and the one wizard takes out the dragon while the dragon's busy puffing on the skellies. So that's a really good use of witches. But as far as brewing them in an army, ever since the skeletons don't trigger traps, it's just like a liability. Because all of a sudden your witches go over trap and it's like kaboom! There goes your army. Well, I commend Voltric for dropping down and just getting that solid 3-star where it's easy. That's how you win wars. Don't go for glory. You don't get to be the hero. You go and take the easy fruit. Witches are strong until they start getting targeted, and then they're really not strong. So I've just not been effective in terms of keeping them alive. Although witches can also be a really good way to take out enemy heroes. If the queen is on the rim, you can like put a witch down and just a minion, and then it eradicates their enemy heroes. Oh gosh, oh man, yeah, that's rough. If all the way to Town Hall 11 and it got deleted. Oh my god. Yeah, being the hero is cool, but being the hero is taking easy fruit, as far as I'm concerned, in my clan. I can't believe, yeah, I don't know. There are times, I admit, sometimes this game gets you frustrated, and it's like, I hope this dang thing just gets deleted, but I didn't mean it. I swear, COC. But that's got to be tough. I commend you for going through it again, because that's like, I don't know if I would have the integrity to do it all over. Let's see what Ethan does here against Nick. Not a very good attack, 56%, with a lot of Valkyries. So Valkyries is a troop that I really loved before they got changed, when they got super fast. And now I just kind of think they're alright, which is funny because everybody else basically thought they were alright to not good. And once the update occurred, they're like, oh my god, Valkyries, they're so fast. I love their Valkyries. I use them sometimes, but I think they're overrated. Certain bases, I really like them on. Basically, anytime there's a base that has a center with a bunch of really high power defenses clumped together, then it's worth bringing Valkyries, because they can blast through that, and then you can use some other support troops for the piddly defenses around the rim. So, yeah, it does take a long time. I can attest to that. But this base here, like, that is a great place to have your air defenses. Just set in, like, second tier defenses. Because then your archer queen can't get to it on their queen walk. And she goes around and the air defenses start taking off the healers. So that's like, I avoid bases like this where I don't think the queen is going to be able to get to an air defense like that or that. Or that. Or that. Basically, when I go to scout out a base, I look at the air defenses and I base my attack around that. Whatever my attack is. They generally all use some form of air troops. Hey, I got some troops. Thank you, noob. Noob is the one guy that has more trophies in my clan as far as builder base goes anyways. In my builder base. Oh, Sanjeev now has more than me too. So I'm a third place. But Noob is always on top of me. Alright. Just do some donations here. Brew up some more minions. So this is my DE farming army. Got 10 balloons, 2 baby dragons, 4 healers for a queen walk, and the rest are minions, although I do like to bring in a few wall breakers, just in case my queen does something funny. Which she often does. I don't get queen AI. I could do attack right now. I'm not participating in war, so I'm just a spectator in this one because I've got 2 heroes down. My queen's down and my king's down. So I was going to gem my queen and do some farming, but I'm not sure if you were looking for a war attack cash. Do you know I've been playing, I don't really know, I think about 3 years. My brother got me into it, and that's how I found this clan. So, I think since you mentioned it, I'll just go ahead and gem up my queen there and go in for an attack since I've got troops now. Gonna move my camera a little bit and find me a match. So this is my oops, I need to see that. This is my DE farming army as I mentioned. So basically, I'm looking for a base that has over 3,500 DE, and this does. So I think I'm going to go for this. He's got air defenses on each side, which I think I can get to very easily with a queen walk. So basically, I like to use a queen walk to take out a whole side, leave her on the rim. She takes out a side, it opens a pathway to the center, and then I send in some balloons to take care of expos and infernos, and then I send in my miners. So I'm going to put down my queen here. They can take out these 2 air defenses. Hopefully I don't have to use that rage here. I don't. Well, maybe I do. I'm just going to do it to be safe. Oh wow, I didn't place all my healers. So that was almost a bad thing. So most of my rages get used on the Queen walk, so the healers can keep her. Okay, CC troops, so definitely going to use a rage there. Get that poison down. I like to take the 2 baby dragons to basically help with clearing out a side. Although I kind of want my Queen to go around to the north corner to get out of range of those Expos. They're really doing a number. Although, oh, come on, come on, come on. Okay, I just had to use it. So once that Archer Tower goes down, I think I can use that rage spell. Get some loons in the center. Taking out some, okay, so the Queen's not going around. I'll put down some extra troops there. And these guys are hopefully going to help get my minions to the core. 8 wall breakers, that's not right. So I'm going to get my minions down. And that's what the heal spell is for. Looks like my Queen is going to go down. So that's not favorable. But I've got lots of minions here. And I'll just go ahead and use that heal spell, even though the Inferno Tower is there. So 4 healers on those minions. I should be able to get that DE, although they're really taking... Okay. Inferno Tower goes down. I've still got lots. Come on. Well, they're... Yeah, this is the way to get DE. It's not the way to get 3 stars, but I think I might have failed on this one, actually, in terms of getting the DE. So that's too bad. Ouch. That sucked. So, was really hoping that I would get all of that. I usually do. So basically, I was using 10 loons and the rest baby dragons for a while. Baby dragons do surprisingly well against Inferno Towers. So baby dragons are really good. But the problem there was I just didn't get large of enough of a good enough of a funnel for my minions. So get that out of the way for a second. I don't need those wall breakers anymore. And get some minions. Or miners, excuse me. Have I been saying minions this whole time? I meant to be saying miners. So the reason I went to miners was partly because this recent update, miners got a boost, and I'm gonna have to heal up my miners, upgrade my miners now that I can to level 3. But I'd say that baby dragons are a little bit better, but they're more expensive. So with baby dragons, I do not accumulate any elixir at all. It's only dark elixir. But that's what's good about the army. See that? 0 dark elixir. If you're farming for dark elixir, do not use anything that uses dark elixir. It racks up. Earthquakes, don't use them. So, but it's almost 400 almost 400 elixir for that army if you use all the spells, which is expensive, but it's not using any DE. So, let's see. Back to Warlog, I guess, while my my Queen is healing. Actually, I could do some builder base attacks if you guys are interested in seeing that. Let me know. I've got a clock. I've got a yeah, I'm just gonna go do that. You guys cool with that? We'll do one more war attack, and let me know if you want to see some build a village. Okay, this guy attacking his mirror, and he doesn't get a star, so let's see what he does wrong. Interesting to do a queen walk with an air attack. He's only got 3 air defenses, which means this guy should have crushed this guy. My lord. And he didn't even get a star. So what did he do wrong? He basically got nothing out of his king. Queen's going to get an air defense, it looks like, which is good. But not soon enough, because he's putting down troops. Yeah, okay, so that was his that was his mistake. He did not have patience. If he waited like 5 more seconds with his loons and hounds, his queen would have got that air defense and gotten the CC. So, yeah, that was a really bad attack. But, I mean, it was also really easily fixed. So that's the plus sign. When you have bad attacks and there's no clear, oh, well, yeah, just do this next time, then that gets frustrating. Not even a star. That's what happens when you don't deal with the CC. See that baby dragon? He crushed. So, let's go to my builder village. Why not? Hey, CJ Spider-Man. So nice of you to swing by. Okay. So in terms of my builder village, I've got nearly all level 8 troops, except for, and the first level for my war machine, battle machine. So initially when they just came out with this update, I thought it was really cool that the walls came in packets, but I'm not sure I think that's cool anymore, because this base that I have, I mean, if you play this game, you've seen this base a lot. And I think that the walls coming in packages creates less diversity in terms of base design. So you don't get as much variety, and attacks kind of get repetitive, because it's probably something like 2 out of 3 bases have this design. And I do. It's a really good design. Although I'm probably going to change it up, because at this point so many people have it. I think it's worth having a different base just to get the, oh, I don't know how to attack this, so I don't know how to approach this. And when this base comes up, everyone knows what to do. So let's do some attacks. Maybe I can get up to my #1 spot. It's been aggravating me so much. So this is pretty much the same sort of base, although it's not. It's similar in structure, but it's definitely different. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with the same strategy as I always do, though, which is this here. So we'll use some bombers. Hopefully these bombers are going to open up a point at that apex there by the cannon, whereupon I can get my giants down. Wow. That battle machine went down fast. I guess that's the pro to this base design. So I'm holding on to my archers until that mortar goes down, because otherwise they'd have been taken out real quick. Okay, so I think this is looking pretty good. But, okay, just want to keep those giants in range of the art. No! Okay, well, that did it. Yep, not even gonna get a star. So I kind of like that base design because it utilizes the fact that everyone has a habit when they approach that. Ah, draw! Woo! Oh, that's funny. So, and he's got level 10 archers. I tell you what, I mean, like, as much of a problem I think it is with the 1v1 in terms of, I mean, clearly this is not an even match. He's got much stronger troops than I do. But I still got a draw. So, I mean, if we had access to the same things, I would have won. And I'm a better player, so I should win. But that's not how it goes. Even so, I get rather happy when I do better than someone that should be doing better than me. Hey, Dark Angel. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, so I think his problem was just putting down all those archers. Look at the mortar. They just destroy archers. One more mortar shot, those things are gone. Although they go out of range, so that was a little bit lucky for him. Oh, that really? First time you've seen a draw? Yeah, they're not super common, especially as you upgrade, but yeah. They happen from time to time, maybe like 1 in 30 attacks for me. So I'm going to use my free boost here. I'm rather disappointed that they reduced the boost. Don't reduce the boost! Hey Dark Angel, do you play Clash of Clans? I do wonder. So one other complaint is it doesn't let you attack if your troops aren't done, but it lets you attack when your battle machine isn't ready. I find that rather frustrating. So I've got a free boost. I'm just going to use that and do a bunch of attacks here, and then we'll go back to my normal base, and we'll take a look at... That's cool. Thanks for stopping by, Akash. Glad you can make it. And hope you join my clan, too. That would be awesome to have you. So this is the same old base. Again. So I'm going to go with the same old strategy. This time I know I don't have to worry about a giant bomb in the center. So I've got that going for me. I'm going to drop them on that side, just in case there's any traps there in front of the gold storage. And there was. I guess a bomb would have gone off anyways. But, oh, thanks, Cash. I appreciate that very much. It's been a little while since I've done the Clash. Oh, no. My wall breaker. Oh, shit. Pardon me. But this is not going... This is not going to go. Clan name is Chirish2. That's C-H-I... Well, I'll just type it in there. C-H-I... Rish... Space 2. So, I screwed this one up because I didn't... guard that. See that gravestone there? That was my bomber. That was supposed to open up that spot. So that's why I lost there. 30%. That is downright terrible. And I mean really bad. Oh my god. Ah, that makes it even worse when they do so badly and I do more badly. Okay. Coming at you. I'm going to regain some... Okay, so there it is. 3 for 3. It's all been the same base so far. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing though. but I'm gonna stagger that bomber a little bit just to make sure. And I'm gonna save my third one, I guess, until there's a wide enough. So he's gonna lose that big bomb ability and probably not affect. That's a pretty good placement there. Oh, whoa, come on! Sweet. Still made it. Start getting some archers down, take some periphery buildings. Looks like that, oh dang it, they all went to the lab. I need to get those archers into the center so they get the town hall. Super important to get the town hall during the builder base battles. I mean, if I had just gotten 1 star against that last guy, I would have won. So, I don't think it's... Oh no, I don't think it's going to happen. Those giants are going down. Archers are going to go down. Well, that's too bad I didn't get the 2, but I got 1. So, I'm mediocrely satisfied with that. Not super good. Gonna let that bomber do the best he can, and that's much as good. So 59% isn't too bad if you get 2 stars, but if you don't get 2 stars, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna keep going while this boost is on. Okay, 4 for 4, all the same base. I really hate the guard post. It's almost to the point where it makes this not fun. They just wreak havoc on... Okay, so this is... I like the fact that there's defenses here. So I think I can just go ahead and... let my giants loose. Oh no! He went too far to the side. No! Okay, come on. Well, that's not doing very well. So, hopefully that battle machine gets the mortar down before the mortar starts crushing my archers. Maybe I no, and it doesn't go down. Maybe I should have waited on putting those archers down. Yep, they're gonna go bye-bye real fast here. So I should have saved some of those archers. Another bad attack. I swear I'm not actually this bad. I'm 1 for 4 here so far. That's terrible. So, I think I'm just going to change it up a little bit just to have fun. I'm going to go with all baby dragons. And I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to take 1 bit of giants along with me, and hopefully I might be able to get some of those air defenses down. So that one's gonna suck up the traps. These 2 are gonna hopefully get that firecracker without getting crushed, and they do, so that's a plus. Okay, now the baby dragons go down. With the baby dragons, it's all about keeping them far enough apart from each other that they get that they keep their ability going. So that's why I'm waiting on this last one a little bit. Oh, hopefully he gets that cracker down. I think he's going to, but that bomb is going to stop him from getting the town hall. Let's see what happens. Oh my god! Baby dragons have the worst artificial intelligence. They are town hall, or should I say, they're builder hall adverse. They never go for the builder hall, even if the builder hall is closer. I've taken screenshots and done the trigonometry. They are not smart. Generally, I'm still convinced that Supercell made the artificial intelligence in the Builder Village dumber on purpose. And, I mean, because it's so much better in the normal base, obviously they can do it. So why is it different here? It definitely is different. It's rather dumb. Okay, one more to go. Wait, oh, I had not been paying attention to how much loot I had. I really hope I didn't just go over. So, same base, same strategy here. Okay, just going to be a little bit more patient this time. Let those bombers open up a little bit more. Okay, so that one's going to open up to the mortar. I can get my giants down. As soon as that mortar goes down, well, it's going to go down in a second, so I can start putting some archers down. Wait until those archers take care of some outside. Well, I've got enough room here if I go from the top. So those 3 archers are going to get to the town hall. This should be a solid 2. So this is basically the strategy to go for when you're attacking these. Yeah, Genoa, sure. This is the strategy to go to when you're attacking these sorts of bases. It's all about getting that mortar down and an opening to the town hall. So there it is, a 2-star, 65% probably I'll get. Once that Star Lab goes down, which it's going to go down. So that's kind of a nice thing about the bombers. They, they get stuck in the back and they do a good bit of damage after everything else is off the table. So 65% 2-star. I just posted it. It's in the chat, Genoa. Gyrish 2. And that is it. A victory. And a close victory. Sweet scoins. Well done. So, I've got a decent amount of loot here. I might as well. So I'm upgrading my Star Lab here. Let me ask the chat a question. So, I don't have any thing above level 8. And I just have a level 1 battle machine. And none of my defenses are above Builder Hall 4 level. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade to 6. Reason being, I was trying to max out at Builder Hall 4. And once I started getting there, I was getting matched with Builder Hall 5s non-stop. And it's rather hard to beat somebody who has a hero on top of you, extra defensive units on top of you, when it's 1v1. In fact, it's nearly impossible. You have to play really well, and they have to play really bad. However, as soon as I went up to Builder Hall 5, I built my mortar and an extra cannon, and then I was able to start. I immediately had like an 800 trophy increase. So I think the same thing is going to go, and I'm just going to save up and go to 6 right away. Hey, Benet! Thanks for stopping by. Welcome to the chat. Alright. So I just came over here to do my daily loot, and I'm done, and I used my boost. Just kind of thinking whether or not I should start a defensive upgrade or just wait and upgrade my builder haul. And I think I'm just going to wait. So let's go back to my main village, and still have 20 minutes on my queen, so I'll do some more farming attacks. You can see my dark elixir farming strategy as I go. Maybe I should just gem my queen since I'm streaming in terms of an hour boost. But then the queen finishes early, and it takes me a long time to make miners. So I'll pass on that and just go back to the war log and pick up where I left off. So I'm a spectator in this war, just going through the events one by one and commenting on them. As you can see, we only have one 3-star so far, and we're not. And this Town Hall 10 here is really a 9.5. It should have got 3-starred, but it did not. So this war is not going super well so far, and we've got quite a few new members participating in it. So far it looks like most of these attacks that I've replayed, there's been a lot to learn from. So I'm just going to pick up with that once more. I think I was on this, we had watched this 0-star against Captain Underpants. So now I'm going to go watch Ethan attack our llama. Okay, another Valkyrie attack, which I'm surprised because so far this enemy clan has been doing lots of lava hounds and balloons. So let's see how he utilizes his Valkyries. I was saying earlier, I'm not super huge fan of Valkyries, although it's funny because I was a huge fan of them before they got updated. And nobody liked them other than me back then, and they got updated. Lots of people like them now. I think they're overrated. It's really easy to just splat them down and go, whoa, that was crazy awesome when they blast through the center. But after they do that really super fast, they also kind of die really super fast. Unless the base is right. And sometimes the base is right. Especially if all the air defenses are clumped together in the same department. Then I definitely use Valkyries, take out those air defenses, and then it's loons, gung-ho, all the way 3-star. So he did a pretty good job of pulling the CC, and he put his golem down in the direction that his queen is going, so that was good. Good of him to do. Kind fellow. Okay, so he blasts in. I'm sure he's going to jump into the core there. So this was a good way of using that queen to take out that southern quadrant, because it's pretty important with these quad core bases. I mentioned it a little earlier. So you don't want to get into the center and have 3 compartments still to go. So he did a pretty good job of that in general. But like I was saying, you need something on the backside. You need a way to finish an attack. And so many people just spend their entire army in the first half and just cross their fingers for the rest of it and hope that their troops decide to go in the right places. And troops do not make good decisions. So you've got to use some sort of troop that can either, basically, my philosophy is you got to have a troop that pays no heed to walls to clean up the backsides. So hogs, baby dragons, regular dragons, balloons, miners. Okay, one of those 5 to pick up the slack on the back end. Now, if he sacrificed, if he saved his hogs till later, exchanged, like 3 or 4 Valkyries for more hogs, and he just saved those hogs, look, I mean, that's all that was left. 10 hogs could take that out, no problem. So, you gotta have a way to deal with the back end. Got to have a way to deal with the back end. Okay, next attack. Another attack against Llama, and he does a little bit better, but effectively no better because he didn't get the other star. So, and it looks like he's doing the exact same attack. So I wonder why he would be expecting a different result. Anybody know that Albert Einstein quote about stupidity? Comment in chat if you know it. Although this is slightly different because he took some wall breakers there and opened up a path to that southern compartment, although it looks like the Queen's not going to go in there anyways, so the wall breakers were for naught. And he definitely was trying to get that Queen in there. I see he dropped that wizard in vain, trying to do a last-minute funnel, but he was in range of the archer tower, so that's not going to work. Okay, he dropped a Valkyrie there, hoping to open that up. I think he's going to try and put his Valkyries in the south. I liked the previous person's approach better. So 2 poison spells. I see a lot of people drop 2 poisons on the CC lately, and it's not a bad way of it, but I like to just use the level 5 poison spell on the CC troops and save my second one for the Queen, because Queen does damage, and the poison really helps that a lot. Yep. So pretty much the exact same strategy here. And pretty much the exact same results. No surprise. Good heal placement in the center, though. That's what's fun about Valkyries. If you get them in the center and get them healed up, they just rip through. But he's got no... He already used his jump, so he's got no way to get to the rest of these defenses. And that's why you've gotta have a plan for that. At this point, the Valkyries are just doing whatever they do. So he did save 2 hogs. That was good of him. But, if he had like 6 hogs, that would be enough probably to get rid of the last of these defenses. Hi, Cool God. Welcome to the stream. Not looking at bases, though. Not my style. I'm just doing war attacks, and hopefully people learn some strategy. So, compared to the last one, he got 8% better. Well, he did save some hogs for the end, and that's probably why, but if he saved more hogs and exchanged some Valkyries, then he probably would have 3'd. I'll post the clan here. I'll just show it. So you go to clans, search, CHI dash RISH space 2. Search. There it is. Irish 2. Okay, so back to war. Let's see what happens next. So Valkyries did not get the 3 against Llama. Let's see if they can get Captain Underpants. So this is the same attacker of the enemy. And again, he's got the same army composition. So, and again, he gets a 90%. Last time he got an 80%. So not much different. Good job of pulling the CC. Basically, whenever you can get that CC pulled, I say do it. It's kind of a no-brainer for me. It's pretty risky there, not having dropped his healers until then. Yikes. So Valkyries might be a little bit better against this base because the middle is opened up. Oh, he didn't get all the CC though. The middle is pretty open, so that helps them mobilize. So that's a good thing for Valkyries. You want to get those open bases, but he does not get them inside. So that's why the funneling is so important. And he burst his bubble with the hogs, put them down early. And look at this. He's not even a third of the way through the base, and all his troops are deployed. So, my style is much more patient. Basically, I destroy half the base before I deploy half my troops. So if you're using an all-out Valkyrie attack, you have got to get the Valkyries inside. And he failed to do that, so he failed to get the 3-star. And that's how it all went down. I keep waiting for him to drop his archers on these builder huts, but I'm sure there they go. I'm sure anyone who was in my last stream recalls my attack. Oh, 99%. I screwed up on the builder hut in the corner. Hey, CKK, welcome to the stream. What is up, my friend? I am super excited, CKK. Christopher Callis, he's in the clan. I think we joined about the same time, and about 3 years ago. So he's one of the originals. Our clan has changed a lot and evolved a lot, but CKK, he's been there since the start. Start for me, anyways. Thanks, Benay, for helping out with chat. I really appreciate that. Very helpful. So what did I just watch? I just watched Matt's second attack against Captain Underpants. Okay, so I guess I'll watch this one, although their 15 was a Town Hall 9, our 15 was a Town Hall 7. So, yeah, that's gonna be a crushing. But I'll watch it. And I don't even know how much that I can comment on this, other than if you're attacking 2 Town Hall levels below you, it shouldn't matter what you bring. You should crush. But other than that, I'll try making some comments anyways. 12 archers, or 16 archers, too many. And probably he's just doing this because it's going to be so easy to 3-star. It doesn't really matter, so he's going to save on some elixir by using less good troops. So I guess that could be justified, but bowlers in CC, basically, I know, Genoa, you were saying that you've got a Town Hall 7 and an 8. Anything less than Town Hall 10, pretty much, like 90% of the time, you've got bowlers in the CC. They're so powerful, and the defenses at anything less than Town Hall 10 just crumble under their might. maxed bowlers. It's Town Hall 11 troops against the Town Hall 7. It's a crushing. Well, that one wasn't too exciting, but I said we'd watch all of them, so I'm watching all of them. Okay. Alright. And we've only got 4 left, so let's see this defense by Voltric. Town Hall 9.5, another Valkyrie attack. So basically this enemy clan has been all either Valkyries or balloons. Hey, Sjotyme, thanks for coming. Okay, stream's been going well so far. It did take a while to get more than a couple viewers though. I started the stream at about 6:20 in the morning. So for most of our people are US based, so they're not super active yet at 6 a.m. However, I did learn that the rest of the world, Clash is more popular than it is in the US. Interesting. So Clash of Clan activity peaks during nighttime at US, like 2 in the morning. And that's mostly like Arabia, India, Nepal is a super popular game in those regions. I know CKK, Christopher Callis in chat, he's from Polynesian. I'm forgetting which island. Or are you in Thailand? So you might be needing to put a space in between the Chirish and the 2, you know. If you don't put a space, it might not be showing up. So now, I kind of blanked on the commentary on this one, but at least this guy is using bowlers in the CC with his Valkyrie attack. But let's see. Yeah, not good commentary on that one. I started paying attention to the chat too much. It's pretty tough balancing those in this game. So he was darn close, and if he was able to get that last air defense down, it probably would have been a 3-star, but alas, he did not. 92%, that's pretty good, but, you know, Town Hall 10 attacking, well, his heroes are pretty low for a Town Hall 10, so he's pretty much a Town Hall 9. So that was a good effort. A good effort, but not a pro effort. So, and then we watched this one live. Or no, we didn't. We watched the next one live. This one was a 0-star. A solid defense by our number 1, Bats. So another wall spam of the balloons. Like I was saying earlier, I think that's a poor strategy. At least from all the loon attacks I've done at Town Hall 9 and Town Hall 10, it's a poor strategy. I think it might be different at 11 because of the Grand Warden. And honestly, I don't think the Grand Warden is a very good hero. He encourages mass attacks without much complexity. Because with the Grand Warden, it's beneficial to have lots of troops within his radius. So that's what's encouraging a blast through, blitzkrieg, dump all your troops and cross your fingers approach. And that's not strategic, it's not very interesting to watch. Part of the reason why I don't want to go to Town Hall 11, ever. I'm never doing it, I swear. So, a solid defense. Good job, Bats. Like I was saying, that is a huge thing to get a 0-star. And their 2 has 2 attacks left, so does their 3. So they might be able to star bats. But their 1 wasn't able to. So that's huge. So this was the other attack by their number 1 that I watched live on the stream a little bit ago. And basically the same thing. He wall spams a bunch of loons. And I feel like, you know, he might have wanted to attack from a different side. You gotta get that eagle artillery down. I mean, that does so much damage. And he attacked on the backside compared to the eagle artillery, so that just maximized the amount of time that it could work on his troops. But he did end up getting the 2-star on this one. Although he kind of got lucky. You can see that all of his loons went to this side. There weren't really any loons on this side. And that's where the eagle artillery was. If his loons happened to go that way, then, you know, he may perhaps have gotten a 0-star on this one too. So that's why I'm not about the troop dump. It just, you splash them down and then that's that. There's got to be better attacks by Town Hall 11. My ability to enlighten the audience on what those are is not very in-depth because I'm not a Town Hall 11. Never gonna be. I'm done upgrading, man. Too much work. Just want to play the game. So we get to 71%, I think. That minion does a little bit more work, and that's about... Oh, we got a live! Something's live. Somebody's attacking Menace. Let's see where we're at. Okay. Oh. Terrible. Wow. He got shut down. Well, it's pretty much over, so I'll go back and watch that in real time. Or, sorry, not in real time, in post time. So we can see the whole thing. Meanwhile, I'll check on my queen. She's full health. So, I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, I forgot to brew spells last time, so next attack might be a little longer than expected. But I'm going to go ahead and... Oops, didn't mean to do that. I've been farming hard for DE. Those who were here earlier saw me gem my queen. I started an upgrade last night. So now she's level 38. I gemmed her this morning. Meanwhile, my king's going down. And, king's going down, and he'll be up to 33 in a day. So 2 heroes down at a time. That's how you do it fast. And the other way to do it fast is just look for nothing but dark elixir when you're farming. I don't care about gold. I don't care about... I do care about elixir. I won't lie there. But it's all about the DE, really. Not going to attack any Town Hall 11s, because that's just no point in that. This one I'm considering attacking. I like to look for more than 3,500 DE. But this one I'm considering because he's got 2 expos that are to ground and 2 air defenses that are being upgraded. So I think this might be worth a go. I can get this east AD with my queen. And get out a side. I can send in my balloons down here to get that last air defense. Uh-oh. So that's not what I was wanting. I'm going to put down one of my baby dragons there for some funneling. That's why I bring them, to help the queen go where I want the queen to go, but she's not going where I want her to go. I really hope that that air defense doesn't start targeting. Oh, come on. Actually, this might work out because she's going in a direction where there are no air defenses active. So she's going to be able to get a lot of defenses down. So, this is how I do it. I'm super patient with my DE farming. I put down my queen and make sure that she gets a lots of units, defensive and regular, taken care of. And once I've got an open pathway, I can send in my balloons and my miners. So I think I'm going to send this guy down over here just to help my miners get funneled toward that core a little bit better. And I think it's about time to drop my loons here. So I gotta make sure I get that air defense out of the way. Miners go down. I gotta get a rage on those loons. I'm gonna heal up. So that'll help both miners and loons. And they should do a pretty wicked job here. I might as well use a few wall breakers. Oh, well, they didn't do anything. I like the old wall breaker, like way back 2 years ago, wall breaker AI much better. I thought they were much more controllable and predictable. But so this was totally worth it. Even though it didn't have as much DE as I normally go for, I was able to get a really solid attack without having to expend many spells. So I saved a lot of probably at least 100k elixir. And that's pretty big for me. Because I'm going to have to do some research soon. And I would like to do P.E.K.K.A.'s 5, but elixir has not been accumulating quickly because it's been all about DE for me lately. So I take miners or loons in my CC with that. I find either one of them do quite well. And in my clan, basically our policy is, you know, give people some options. Don't just ask for bowlers. Don't just ask for, you know, high power troops. Give some options. It's I mean, it's courteous to them, and you get troops faster. So that's how we do it in Shirish. Let's see, I had a question for Benet, I thought, but I'm forgetting it. So I'll make a few donations. Balloons are really good for, or excuse me, baby dragons are really good against air defense. So let me make sure. I'll take a few more. Well, yeah, only need 4 of those, and I think miners are the rest of them. 1, 2, 3, 4 for my queen walk. 10 loons. A couple babies. Now I was saying earlier, I switched over to miners instead of 10 loons and all baby dragons. They're a little bit cheaper, and they basically do the same thing that I was using the baby dragons for. I think the baby dragons are a little bit better at handling inferno towers, but whatever. Miners are cheaper, and once I upgrade them to 3, because we can do that now, they're gonna be superb. Alright, I'm gonna switch this up so I get a heal spell going there. I like to bring the heal spell mainly for my miners. Heal spell is good for them once the inferno goes down. And sometimes the heal I use on my healers, actually, if I get caught up with my queen wall. If the queen goes somewhere where the air defenses start attacking my healers, I'll drop a heal spell on them. So it heals up my queen, keeps my healers alive under the attacks of the air defenses. So sometimes I prematurely use a heal spell for that purpose, because once those healer goes down, once the queen goes down, it's like, if the queen doesn't do her job with that, then the whole thing is blown. It's absolutely blown. So really important to do good with the queen there. So once I get troops, I'll be able to do another attack. Oh hey! Live action. Another attack against Manus? Guess I'm not too surprised, because the last one was terrible. Oh, this might be a 3-star here. He's got lots of time, and he's got a decent spread with his lava pups. And he saved a wizard. Okay, and he got that builder hut in the corner. So I think this is going to be a 3-star. Definitely going to be a 3-star. So far, many more 3-stars by the enemy clan thus far. But that's... Thus far, I would say it's not really any indication. I'd say we're probably doing better than they are, because they've already used both their number 1 attacks and only got 2 total stars from their number 1. So we've got 6 attacks in our top 3 still. None of them have attacked. So we're in pretty good position. James Beard. Still plenty of Town Hall 10s to clean up the 9s. And it looks like, wow, actually, they might not have enough. They're really going to need to start cleaning that up. This might be one of the poorest looking war boards I've seen in our clan in like 50 wars. Natural that it's for a live stream. Well, hell, that's okay. We've got a good clan. Okay, so let's see. Alright, let's watch this attack. Haven't seen this one yet. Okay, well, it's a Town Hall 9 attacking an 8, so that should be easy peasy. Pose the CC troop, that's the way to do it. With these all-out air attacks, it's totally kosher to drop a queen on the CC, even if she dies shortly after. That was a little bit poorly done there with the hounds. Just splatting the hounds down. I probably would have spread those out a little bit. Yeah, I have no idea what your trouble is with finding it, Genoa. It shouldn't be giving you troubles. And I don't think I have any help left to give. I don't know what else I would do. I can friend you like you asked, but I'm not going to do that during the live stream. And I guess I would apply you gotta be able to find our clan to join it. It shouldn't be too difficult. I'm not sure what the issue is. However, despite the not very technical approach of this attack, I mean, it's an easy 3-star. He's attacking down 1 Town Hall level, so that's rather easy. And just gonna fast forward it, because we know where this is going. Going to Chinatown. I could go for some orange chicken myself. Hey, Gatorade Magic. Welcome to the stream, and thanks for stopping by. Let me know if you're a COC player. Thanks, noob, for them balloons. just getting caught up on war. I've got 3 more attacks to watch. So this is the one that was live a moment ago against Manus that did terribly. And that explains why. He does not address the defensive CC. So there it goes. He has absolutely nothing to take out baby dragons with. Why would you do that? You're asking for a terrible attack, and that's what this ends up being. Beyond that, really poor. God, that was just terrible to watch. No heed paid to the CC whatsoever, and then just wall spams everything. So his balloons are being terribly ineffective. You only need 2 balloons per defense at a Town Hall 9. Maybe 3. And if they're raged, you only need 1. So when they're all topped on top of each other like that, they're not getting their full value. And this game's all about value per troop space. How far can you go with as little troop space that you use? Town Hall 6, sweet Gatorade. Is that your main account? If so, I'm happy to give you some advice on upgrading to Town Hall 7 and 8 and even 9 down the road. So, if you'd like some of that, I'm happy to share it. But if you have another account, or if you've played before, then I'll save the breath. Okay, Captain Underpants. Well, that's good. Yeah, definitely, like Town Hall 6 and 7, it's pretty good policy to max out everything before you go up, I'd say. Once you get to Town Hall 8, like basically as soon as heroes come onto the board, it's fair to upgrade much earlier. Look at that. Captain Underpants has 4 defenses already. It's funny that they can't beat that guy. Let's see how they do it. I mean, his base isn't really even particularly exceptional. So he draws the CC. That's good. A lot better than the previous attacker that we watched. And spends his queen and a couple poisons. He only needs 1 poison there. 1 poison and the queen's ability is plenty to take care of those CC troops. Might as well use that other poison for, you know, like air skeletons or the queen or something like that. Oh, that's a bummer, Gatorade. I've never lost an account, but I can only imagine. I've never lost a COC account. I've deleted files of other games and stuff. So look at that queen. Look at how much damage she's doing. So if he had a poison right now, that extra poison, popping on that queen, she'd be doing a quarter of that damage. Might have been enough to get those lava pups to take her down. So if you don't do anything about the archer queen on these attacks, you really got... I mean, it's probably a good idea to rage your lava pups, because those are the only things that are going to get her. Unless you get lucky and your balloon splash gets her once they die. But that's leaving fate to... Well, that's leaving winning to fate, and I'd rather be in control myself. So, one thing that he could do, well, 2 main things with this attack. Save that second poison, use it on the queen. Try and rage things over the queen. So, hey, the white Tupac. Yo! Thug Mansion. A place to spend some quiet nights. Time to unwind. So much pressure in this life of mine. I cry at times. Once contemplated suicide. But when I tried, all I could see were my mama's eyes. How do you like that? That's my Tupac. Woo! Been a while since I pulled out the Tupac. The white Tupac. Tupac, you play Clash? So, I think we've got 1 more attack left, and Well, nope, that's the attack we just watched on Menace. So we caught this live. Let's see how we did it in the start. Thanks, Genoa. I'm a rap pro. Rapping. That's all I want to think about is rapping. Okay. So this one was probably generally, well, he's got 30-30 heroes, and that goes a long way. So, looks like he does a bit of a ground. Okay, now this is the way to do air attacks at Town Hall 9. You've got a ground portion of the attack with bowlers in the CC. Bowlers, it wasn't a very good funnel there, but it worked out for him. Okay, I've seen several jump spells being placed on the outside. Why you do that? 3 wall breakers. Well, maybe just wall breaker failed and I missed it. In that case, you might as well use it. But if he was intending to do that from the start, poor choices. You really want to get those bowlers in deep. If he got those bowlers in a little deeper, he might have been able to get a 3rd air defense. Definitely at least another X bow, which is pretty huge. But with the ground portion, he's able to take out the Archer Queen without having to do any, finger crossing or spell usage. So if you can get that Archer Queen out of the game if you're doing an air attack, do it. Way to go. Balloon attacks are probably my favorite and my specialty, so I do know what I'm talking about with the balloons. And that was my go-to strategy at Town Hall 9, is what he just did, although I would have done some minor things differently. But agreed, bowlers in the CC, get out the Queen, and get out a couple air defenses, hounds and loons for the rest. I'm going to have a sip of water here. In fact, I'm going to probably take a break here in a second. I wish I could hear you rap, Genoa. Too bad I can't get your audio. You could do like a little chat rap. But as far as, I'm going to take a break here in a moment, but as far as, air goes, it's really helpful to get that Queen out of the picture. So I'm going to take a little break. Let's see here. I'm going to play an ad and have some water and go to the bathroom. So, let's see if that worked or not. Okay, I'll be right back. All right. Thanks for hanging tight. And I think that may have been the last war attack so far, and it is. So nothing left to do there. Hopefully we'll catch some live attack soon. Let me ask my clan if anyone's attacking. And for now, I'll do a builder battle. Why not? I've already got my loot, but it's fun. I gotta beat Noob, so I'm third in my builder base. Yes, I'm glad you asked, Genoa. I am making another video. I actually already made it, and I'm going to post it tomorrow, and it's going to be about a dirty little trick to get free elixir and free dark elixir. And I'm not joking, it's free. And you have to do very little. It's a nice little hack. If you don't know about it, then I'm hoping to teach you. So this is a good looking base. I'm not exactly confident that, well, bombers are gonna do a good job here. I'm gonna go all out baby dragon. Maybe I'll do a little bit of archer. Yeah, okay, I'll do some archers. So that'll help getting my baby dragons in closer to the business where they need to be doing. Gotta get those baby dragons in to the buildings that are able to attack them. And it's not doing a great job of it right here. Oh my god. I hate the... baby dragons love-hate relationship. So that was downright horrible, but you gotta make some horrible attacks. Well, I lost, so whatever. I was really into the builder village when it first came out, and I'm just kind of losing enthusiasm. It's repetitive. And 1v1 is kind of fun, but war is better. So let's see if I got a full army here. Looks like I do. Got loons in the CC this time. So I'm going to do another farming attack. Yeah, so Genoa, subscribe and make sure you don't miss out on that. It's a good video. It's only like 2 minutes. I mean, there's not much you need to know, so be sure to check that out. I'm going to release it tomorrow. I'm going to move my camera so I can see how much loot's available. Not much, not much. Dun 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 dun! A new subscriber. And don't forget, if you haven't already, hit that like button. So this is kind of one neat thing about the builder village, is that you don't have the option to hit next, which I think is cool because it forces people to be a little bit more generalist in their strategizing. You don't get to pick and choose exactly how you like it. You get what you get, and you gotta do with it what you can. So I do like that aspect of the builder village. Not gonna waste time with attacking Town Hall 11s. Come on. Next thing is, it's not fun. Especially when you have to blast through a bunch of bases that's like, there's absolutely nothing I can do with that. So why even show it to me? I'm not going to attack any base that has an Eagle artillery, so don't even bother showing. I wish they had like a permanent next button. Like, do not show me Town Hall 11s. Ugh, that's terrible loot. Passing. So far, everything. Okay, that's decent. So I think I'm gonna go with this one, although I'm a little bit nervous about my queen being able to get into the air defenses. For that reason, I think I'm gonna start on this northwest side, because that air defense is a little bit closer. There's only 2 spaces there instead of 3. So I'm gonna go right here. And I'm gonna put down my baby dragons to do a little funnel action, although I think I might have been able to place them a little bit better there. Just as long as my queen can get that AD, because that's the big thing here. She's going to get the cannon next, possibly. Okay, good. She gets the AD, so that goes down. I've got a decent pathway to the core. I might have to rage here in a second. Come on, come on. Oh my, oh man. I almost biffed it there. Queen started walking away, and that started spelling trouble. Okay, opening that up. Oh, I don't have loons. Good thing I have loons in my CC. Usually I've got 10 loons. I've got 30 miners. How'd that happen? I got distracted. Okay. So, let me know in chat what your farming army of choice is. This is not mine. Usually I'm bringing 10 loons with me. And I don't know where they went to on this one. But I'm going to go ahead and drop my loons in the north. They're going to go down and get to that Inferno Tower. And shortly after, I'm going to start dropping my miners. Keep screwing that up. So I might as well drop a bunch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, half of them. So they'll make use of that rage spell. The other half will go over here. And definitely got the DE, so that's good. Do another rage. I shouldn't probably... I've already got the resources that I really wanted, so I'm not going to use any other spells. I don't think. I'm just going to go ahead and let it run. Save me 65, 68,000 elixir, so might as well do that. Thanks everybody for stopping by my stream, and hope you're liking it. Tell your friends, tell your kids, tell your wife. So I'll just let that queen go down, you know, maybe get a little bit more damage. Might as well use an archer. Heck. Maybe I'll get the CC loot here. That'd be nice. A little perk. Sweet. Okay. So that was pretty good as far as DE farming goes. So, miners are loons. That's what I request. And let's see here. So this time I've got those 10 balloons in there. Hey, Cactusss. Good morning, my friend. How are you doing today? Cactusss is another one of the baddest dudes. For those of you in the chat that that are new to our channel. So I do Clash of Clans, and we've got a couple other teammates that do other video games, things like Dark Souls, and we're playing a lot of Killing Floor 2 right now, and that's super fun. So if you like those other games, be sure to check out their live streams. Sjotyme, he was in chat a little bit earlier. He did some Spelunky yesterday. That was fun. And the rest miners. See if anything's happened in war. I don't think so. So at this point, I've covered everything in war that there is to cover, and I've done my build a base attacks. I could do another one, but while I'm doing that, basically not much left for me to do today, other than just DE farming, which I'm going to be doing, but that takes too long. I could probably do one more. How's that sound? One more? Yeah, I might as well, looks like my video connection is dropping a little bit too, so I'm just going to do one more build-a-base battle and call it a stream. So thanks for everybody who's come by already. I'm going to be posting a Clash of Clans video tomorrow about how to get free elixir and free dark elixir. It's a super awesome trick, nice little hack. Be sure to check that out. And until then, I'll see you next time, I guess. So on bases like this, where everything's kind of just in one compartment there, well, it's got a couple cannons outside, I guess. But I say, why not just bring extra troops and ditch the wall breakers, wall bombers, because the giants will be able to get in through those walls. So I'm going to set down, use my sneaky archer ability up a bit. Let's see here. Oops. I would like my giants to go into that main compartment. Hope they don't get diverted. Okay, that was good. Once those giants gets the mortar down, I think I'll... Okay, they're starting to attack the mortar, so I'm going to drop the rest of my archers. And... well, that was annoying. I wanted my archers going after that town hall, but it'll be alright. Battle machine's doing a good number. And, no, I am not aware of a way to get free gems. I think anytime you see free gems, Genoa... that wasn't a very good attack, was it? Anytime you see free gems, it's somebody trying to scam you. There is no way to get free gems. Unless you're in, like, a really super clan, like Bats. He's our number one. He comes in and out. He was in a clan where everyone, it's just all about the league and how many trophies you have. So, like, he was telling stories about people in their clan who would give away $100 gift certificates if they got to a certain trophy count. And they would basically be certificates to buy gems with. So... I mean, unless you're in a clan with super rich people who are cool with giving you money to buy gems, yeah, there's no way to get free gems. Sorry. Someone says so, they're scamming you. But there is a way to get free elixir and free dark elixir, and I'm not scamming you. I'm going to prove it tomorrow. Well, that's, let's see, 16 minutes. Yeah. I think I'm going to call it a good stream. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I had a good one. And yeah, well, you can upjot. That's right. You get free gems from your gem mine and removing little trees and such. But gem mine is like, I haven't upgraded it because it's hardly any gems. I'm not super into the gem mine, but... good point, Benet. You do get more gems from taking out trees and stuff in your normal base. So that's better than gem mine. Before I go, since Zephyr, my boy Zephyr here, he's a great clan member, I'll highlight one of his attacks. and just let this play and see how he does things. I do have more cups than him though, despite my terrible showing of it on this day. So archers and baby dragons. Yeah, he's in a much lower league than I, and the air bomb is down. So definitely using baby dragons. I think I probably would have only used one camp of archers, because he probably could have got that firecracker down with one camp of archers, I think. So it's all about, yeah, and if the air defenses are on the rim like that in these builder battles, definitely a sign to go with air. Although the crusher was outside too, so that was poor design. He probably could have got that crusher down with a couple baby dragons and then sent in, barbarians and giants into the main part of the base after that. That probably would have been a decent approach, but I would definitely say Zephyr's approach was solid, going with air because of vulnerabilities from the air defenses. And he does get the town hall, so that's pretty good. So I think baby dragons are definitely have the best ability, because it lasts for the entire life of the troop if you use them wisely. Like archers, they only last for 5 seconds or whatever. Baby dragons can last the whole time. And that's, So good job, Zephyr. Clap, clap. Thanks again, everybody, for coming by. A special thanks to Benet for being so helpful in chat. I really appreciate that, and appreciate everybody for sticking around. Shout out to Genoa for being plenty active, so I appreciate that too. Be sure to check out the video I release tomorrow, and if you've got any requests or anything like that, just comment in this video when it gets posted, or tomorrow's video. So until then, Quinn here from the Baddest Dudes. Cheers. Signing off.